Hello. Welcome to The Sims 3. I'm just... Alright. Alright, I'm excited. I haven't played very much Sims 3 for a while. If you follow my streams often, I'm usually playing The Sims 2, and even off camera lately, I've mostly been playing The Sims 2, but I really love The Sims 3. I think they're both really good, so I want to play more of The Sims 3. And I've like really been itching to play with witches lately, so I thought witches in The Sims 3, maybe? So I'm gonna do an Enchantacy, which is basically it's just like it's just a legacy, but with witches. I don't know who is it? It's by Simig on Tumblr. I'm gonna like maybe modify some of the rules, but the general concept kind of comes from there. So I'm in Gray's Harbor. I meant to look up who made it, and now I can't remember. But if you Google it, you'll find it. But it's basically a combination of Moonlight Falls and Midnight Hollow, which are probably my two favorite worlds in The Sims 3. Midnight Hollow is like my top tier number one favorite. So I'm really into like Sims lore, and like the stories and the pre-mades. So I thought that it would be fun to play with like one of the like more iconic families for my legacy. So I've chosen Frida Goth as my founder. I've modified her story a bit. If you're familiar with her story, the ways in which I've modified it are probably obvious to you. But in case you're not, I'm just gonna take some time to go over a little bit of backstory. So the Goths are a family that I assume needs no introduction, but in case they do, they are old money, extremely powerful, extremely wealthy family. Mortimer and Bella Goth are probably two of the most iconic Sims characters to ever exist, especially Bella. Everybody knows Bella Goth. Even if you don't know Sims lore, you know Bella Goth. The disappearance of Bella Goth, gold standard for Sims lore. Yeah, they're an old family. They date back probably. Well, we have a family member with the title of lady. Seems somewhat ancient. Who knows? For those of you who like may not be familiar with the lore of The Sims, the first 3 games are all on a timeline. The Sims 2 was a sequel to The Sims 1, but The Sims 3 is a prequel to The Sims 1. So The Sims 3, in terms of the timeline, takes place before The Sims 1. So Mortimer Goth and Bella Bachelor, as she was known then, are both children, and they're childhood best friends. They're not here. They live in Sunset Valley. We're not there. But Frida is actually Mortimer's aunt. She is Gunther Goth's sister. And I really think that her story is really interesting, which is why I wanted to play with her. Let's see, pull up her bio. So Frida, isn't interested in love, marriage, so, when her family started talking about setting up an arranged marriage between her and a member of the Landgrab family, another ancient, iconic, very rich and powerful family. I assume the Landgrabs also need no introduction, but in case they do, in terms of lore, the Landgrab family dates back to at least the medieval times. The first we see of them, or I guess the earliest time that we see of them is they're a noble family in The Sims Medieval. In terms of like the real world, the Landgrab family predates The Sims. You could see their name plastered on all sorts of real estate in the old SimCity games. So, as you might guess, they, by the name, they deal a lot in real estate. But not exclusively. They also own Shiny Things Incorporated, which makes the servo. So, a union between the Goth family and the Landgrab family would probably be pretty huge, but Frida didn't want anything to do with that. So she split town. She left and moved to Moonlight Falls with her uncle Samuel Goth and his wife Olivia, which was going great until it didn't. So if you're familiar with this item, where would it even be? I can't afford it right now. I'm doing a legacy, so I got no money. Yeah, this magic jelly bean bush can give you all sorts of like fun effects when you eat one, but it also has, I think, a 1% chance every time of just straight up killing you. So I guess Samuel was really, really fond of those jelly beans, and one of them eventually killed him. And his wife Olivia was so distraught that she became careless, I guess. So there was an electrical accident, which actually killed her immediately. She died from electrocution, and it also started a fire. And that fire originally also killed Frida Goth. So usually when you start up this family in Moonlight Falls, the three of them are playable ghosts, and they're living with a mortal who's just moved into their home. And they're all pretty chill with each other, because that sounds a little bit like the setup for a horror movie, but it's actually more like the setup for a sitcom. That's fun. But I'm modifying the story a little bit. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Frida just like wasn't home when the fire started. And so she escaped the fire. I don't know. So she's alive, obviously. I also made her a witch, because I want to play with witches. And the Goth family often has a few like hints of being tied to magic anyway. So it seems to fit. The Goth family was used in a lot of the promotional material for The Sims 1 Making Magic. And also there's an item. I have this item over here, which is Lady Raven Dancer Goth's Book of Spells. So there's a history of magic in the Goth family. So I made Frida Goth a witch. If you're familiar with that item, and you're also familiar with the rules of a legacy, you would know that item is much more expensive than an item that I should have starting this early in a legacy. I know this. I'm breaking the rules already. Day one, I'm already breaking rules. But the thing is, I really wanted her to have it, and I couldn't imagine her not already having it if she was going to have it. Like, I couldn't imagine her buying it. I feel like it has to be a family heirloom, and it has to be, passed down to her. So, I figure maybe it's just the only thing that survived the fire, and maybe it survived the fire because it's enchanted. It has a very heavy enchantment on it, and the fire couldn't burn it. If I actually calculate points for this legacy, which I might because I just love spreadsheets, I won't count the value of that item for points, but I had to have it. So it's for lore reasons only. So other than that, so I bought that, and then I set the money to the starting funds, which I think is 1,800 simoleons or something like that, and I built this tiny little shelter. It's got a roof. This front part doesn't have a door, but there's a roof. And then there's an enclosed bathroom with a toilet and a shower. She doesn't have a fridge, but two things. One, a witch doesn't need a fridge anyway. If you're starting out with nothing and a witch, don't worry about it, because they can just conjure apples for free, and they can live off nothing but apples. Second, a fridge wouldn't actually do me personally that much good anyway, because I have a mod that doesn't allow you to buy food from the fridge, and it also makes it so that you need ingredients in order to prepare quick meals. So a fridge is really just not going to be very useful to me until I have enough money to build a whole kitchen with it. So we're gonna live off apples and things we buy at the grocery store for a while. She also starts with a cat, because, you know, what's a witch without her black cat? The cat's name is Jinx, and there's, like, a sort of side quest with the legacy thing where, you're supposed to also, like, have a little mini legacy with the cat, and the heir is supposed to, like, be best friends with all of the heirs of the legacy family, and that should be fun. They get a little moodlet from having their familiar around. So we have everything we need to take care of Jinx as well. Money. How are we gonna make money? Frida doesn't start with a job or any skills. I mean, she's supposed to be dead when you start, but she has no job and no skills. Ghosts can have jobs in this game. It's actually, it's not entirely accurate to say that she has no skills. She has 5 points in the hidden video game skill. That's interesting. Did I place the shower wrong or what? Can you use that? No, you can use that. I don't know what you're complaining about. Oh, the cat's in the toilet. Maybe don't be in the toilet. Well, okay, I guess that's because she's adventurous, right? Never mind. I'm not gonna train that out of you. You can be adventurous if you want.
Fun gaming!
Here's that stupid mascot here to give us the university welcome kit we're not gonna use. She's very upset because I gave her the morning moodlet, because I'm imagining this is taking place, like, immediately after, the death of her aunt and uncle. So she's just not very happy right now. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Everything sucks. I get it. So yeah, the idea is her house completely burned down, and that she did inherit the land, which is why she owns this huge plot of land that has nothing on it. This is a debug item, from Midnight Hollow, and it's just there to take up some, like, visual space. Eventually we'll, like, knock it down when we need to, like, actually use that space for the house, but in the meantime, I just hate being on a big empty lot. Also, this lot here, these trees are technically off the lot. I just thought it kind of looked like ground that was already scorched by fire. So I don't know. I just thought it fit. Because the Goth family actually isn't originally in Gray's Harbor. Gray's Harbor is a combination of Moonlight Falls and Midnight Hollow, but it doesn't have every family from both of them because that would be way too many families. And I guess the Goth family wasn't one of them. I would have chosen them. If I was choosing them, I would have chosen the Goth family as one of them. But anyway, I just brought them over from Moonlight Falls, and they're here now. In a slightly different form than usual. All right, so we're going to need to find some ways to make some money so that we don't have to keep living in what is almost but not quite a box. We're just a couple of walls short of having a box. You can leave, you know. You don't have to be here. Can you go? Could you leave? Bye. Okay. I usually play with wishes-based kind of play style. And I think when we're playing with a challenge like the Legacy is, it can be a bit. I bend my rules a little bit more, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because usually I don't do anything except like take care of basic needs unless my Sims wish for it. Although like I make exceptions anyway. I bend my rules anyway because I'm also a storyteller. So I'll bend my rules for a good story. But I'll bend them even more if I'm doing a challenge because I mean, like, you kind of have to because everything is harder than usual. So I still probably wouldn't give her a job unless she wanted one. And she is she has commitment issues. Yeah, I know, portal from the future, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna delete it. This is not what this is about. Okay? We're not going to the future. We're playing with witches. Right, so she has commitment issues, which means, first of all, she's probably never going to want to get married, and I really wouldn't want for her to get married, because that's kind of, a big thing about her character, I think. But because I am doing a Legacy, at some point, she is gonna have to have kids. So we'll burn that bridge when we get there. But because she has commitment issues, she would probably not stay at a job very long, because when she started one, she'd want to quit it. But she has, originally she has the lifetime wish to become an international super spy. Which is just, it's just a career wish, and like, I don't really understand it. I don't know why they picked that for her. It doesn't really fit any of her traits. And I don't know anything from her story that kind of makes me think that that makes sense for her. So what I've changed it to is this professional author lifetime wish, which is just the first one that's suggested based on her traits. I'm thinking maybe because she's a bookworm and a perfectionist, and maybe a loner. I don't know. So she has a dream of being a writer, but we don't have a computer, so that's not a very realistic immediate goal. In terms of like story, maybe I'll assume that she's like scribbling down ideas in a notebook and writing poetry, but she can't really like sit down to write a novel until she feels like she's more settled. She's had her whole life uprooted and she's living in part of a box. But in terms of like gameplay mechanics, we have to get her a computer first, and it's not my first priority. So, how much is an easel in this game? Because she also wants to learn painting. Yeah. A little out of our price range, although we could get her a sketchbook. which does teach the painting skill. And you can sell the sketches, although they really don't sell for very much money. They sell for like 2 or 3 simoleons. That's not really gonna get us much of anything, but you know, it's a start. We have enough money to like buy food for Jinx. For a while, probably. I'm not sure how often you need to refill a pet's bowl. But she'll probably be fine for a bit. And, Frida can live off of conjured apples. So, we're not really in danger of, like, dying. Unless, what season is it? Summer. Unless it gets too hot. Although, like, the bathroom is technically, like, an enclosed area, so it's temperature controlled. So if we start to get too hot, we can go in there. Or we can take shelter in a community lot, go to, like, a community pool or something. We already have enough to not die, is what I'm saying. So if things are a little bit slow to build up, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, what is Jinx up to? Just running around? Explore under something. I sure wish we had something to explore under. We have no furniture. Jinx dreams that one day we'll have furniture for her to hide under. So I guess we could just speed things up a little bit. We've finished a sketch, and it's worth exactly nothing. 0 simoleons. That's fair. This is the first time she's ever sketched something. It's not gonna be good. I wouldn't... Would you buy this? Maybe I would. You know what? It's pretty great. I gotta say. I think it's worth more than 0. Would I buy it? Someone would buy that. I think it's a masterpiece and it's gonna look great on our wall. I'm gonna hang it on the fridge. I'm so proud of you, Frida. Oh, right, so the spell book. So it costs, when it's new, it costs, so it's a store item. It comes with the, Gothic library, or on its own, and it costs 72,000 simoleons when it's new. Which is, you can buy a nice house for that money. Very expensive, but we're not going to sell it. So its value, is purely sentimental to us. In terms of story, I'm imagining that it's a family heirloom, and I'm thinking I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's actually tied to the magic skill. I think it came out before Supernatural, although, like, they might have updated it to work with the magic skill, but anybody could use it, whether they're a witch or not. I don't think that it's, like, actually related to your, like, spellcasting skill. And I think there might actually be, like, a separate, like, spell book skill that's also a hidden skill that determines how, well you do these spells. But I'm thinking of implementing some, like, arbitrary rules. Maybe not all of these spells are super powerful, so maybe they don't have to be, like, maximum spellcasting skill, but maybe they have to reach a certain point in the spellcasting skill before they can start learning spells from it, and maybe only the heirs get to use it. It's like, you know, exclusive secret family magic or something. That's the kind of rules I'm thinking of. How much is this one? 1 simoleon, guys, we're rich. That's, I mean, it'll be a bit before we even break even. The sketchbook cost 30 simoleons. But it's about learning. We're just trying to learn, and have an oh yeah, it's hot. It's real hot, and she's very upset. Another simoleon. This is not a get rich quick scheme, for sure. Let's... Oh, we got an apple. Is it poisoned? It is. Don't eat that. Oh yeah, you can sell these. That feels like cheating to me, a little bit. I mean, but we'll just hold on to it. I don't think you can use the poison apple in any, like, elixirs or anything, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I get it. I'm using a mod by Pudding Face on Mod The Sims called Enhanced Witches. And it adds a lot of things. I think it adds a couple of new spells. It makes certain spells autonomous. It adds this neat, like, attunement thing with wands. So that all the wands cost the same amount of money, but how well they work depends on your traits, your personality traits. So it's not that any wand is better than another wand, it's just that a wand might be better for you. This classic wand that every witch starts with works fine with everybody, but it works great with very few people. You'd get a moodlet if you bonded really well with the wand. So we know if it worked really well with her. It doesn't seem to work really well with her, so we'll probably want to get her a new wand when we can. Maybe she could pass on her old wand to, like, one of her children or something. I don't know. But it gets the job done for now. Passing the painting skill. She does want to learn the alchemy skill. I think it'd be really fun to work on that some, and to earn money from consigning elixirs. You can actually make some pretty decent money consigning elixirs in the consignment shop. You can make some decent money just selling them from your inventory, but I think it's more fun to actually sell them in a store, and you also do make more money that way. So it could be a bit before we can afford it. So the alchemy station is 850 simoleons, so yeah, it could be a bit before we could afford it, but that's a goal. That's one of the main goals, I think. Maybe that's our immediate goal, is make enough to get an elixir station. Normally poison apple is just a failure state for trying to conjure an apple. So I guess it makes sense that poison apples are not, like, an ingredient in any of the elixirs. But how cool would it be if they were? It still is a failure state for trying to conjure an apple, but you can on purpose conjure a poison apple with the Enhanced Witches mod. Okay, getting a little bit hungry. You want to eat this apple? Cast spell. Conversion ritual. We've learned that already? I didn't notice that. Do they start with it? Or did she level up and I just didn't notice? Bad quality apple. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's use it on this poison apple, because it's not really good for anything unless we want to make someone go to sleep. Let's see. What are we gonna get? What do we get? What is it? Oh, neat. That could be useful. That's something that we could probably use for, elixirs. Amethyst. I don't remember if amethyst is used in any elixirs, but it's commonly used in, like, magic in real life, so, you know, you'd think it would, right? What about this one? How's the heat? Okay, she's not too uncomfortable. She's warm, but oh, did it not work? Didn't work. I love NRES Saver because I would never remember to save without it. So I would lose so much progress. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting notifications about story progression. That'll turn off eventually. We're just playing with magic now. What if we sketched some more? We still haven't learned the painting skill, right? We've made like 3 or 4 sketches, I think. Let's try that again.
Oh.
I don't care about all these people! I know. How much is this one worth? Only 1 simoleon. Oh, that's pretty great.
Gore exhibit.
I was noticing that her magic was getting pretty low earlier, and it's gone up pretty fast, and I think that's actually because of the cat. I think it makes their magic replenish faster. Her familiar. Cats and minor pets like birds and frogs. Are frogs one? Frogs should be one actually, maybe, but maybe they're not. All right, we did it. We learned.
Woba Bixie.
Join painter career.
Gamey.
Finish a book. We could go to the library. Learn a skill.
Do Gasha.
Yeah, she's in the anger stage of grief, I guess. When I was setting up, she did nothing but cry, but now she's mad about it, I guess, which is fair. She's basically estranged from her immediate family. Although I don't get the feeling that she was very close to anyone except her brother. And then the only family that she had left just died. She lost them both pretty much at once. So, that sucks. You know? I feel for you. Okay, what are we doing now? We're not gonna be taking any classes anytime soon, right? Well, we could join the painter career, I guess. I don't know how long she'll stick with that, but we could do it. Register self-employed painter. Oh yeah, she's like, I drew like 5 times, so like I'm pretty much a professional now. Alright, so we're just gonna head into town. She doesn't actually have a broom yet, but witches always just pull a broom out of nowhere when they're going places, so we're gonna fly on this broom. It's slow. I have a mod that makes vehicles slower. This is like the cheapest broom, so it's not very fast. Normally it's really zoomy. Alright, yeah, we're a painter now. We did it. Yeah. I'm qualified for this. Oh, That's an issue with the way this is constructed, isn't it? This door lets out to somewhere you can't get out of. I'll worry about that later. Did I place it wrong, or... I don't know. I'll worry about it later. What do you do now? Playing with magic? Yeah, fair enough. It's starting to get a little bit late, so... Soon we could probably turn in for the night. Learn alchemy, learn a skill, learn a writing skill. Maybe let's go home. Okay. I know. Well, let's eat a bad quality apple and pet our cat.
Thorg.
Oh no.
Woba
Oh, you need a scratching post, don't you? Forgot about that one. It's not expensive though, so we'll just toss this right over there. There you go. See, you're fine. I don't. Here, you wanna? Oh, are you gonna? Oh, yeah, you were gonna go pee. Sorry. You can control pets directly in The Sims 3, but I kind of like the style where you can't, so I usually don't. It's not like a hard rule, I just normally let them do their own thing. Alright, what are you up to? Go into the bathroom. Scratch the scratching post. Play in the toilet, sure. Why not? Eat some food. Adventures with Jinx Goth, the cat. What are you up to now? Yeah, grooming yourself, sure. They can just sleep on the floor, right? Yeah, they can just sleep on the floor. Let's just wait for Frida to wake up. Jinx went to sleep too. I'm only half paying attention to these stories because they're not actually supposed to be here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to stop eventually once they run out of the ones that were already queued, but I'm pretty sure that Roderick Synapse just kicked his captive out of his house. Alright. See Olivia's ghost. So these two are, usually they are playable ghosts. And I considered keeping them around as playable ghosts, but like, two things. First of all, that means that there's 2 more Sims that I have to take care of, because ghosts, playable ghosts in The Sims 3, like, basically just function like normal Sims, and you have to feed them, and they have to have a place to sleep, and all that, which seemed annoying to do. And also, it would have felt kind of like cheating if they could, like, contribute to, like, the household funds. So, yeah, I just had them return to the netherworld. And they're in these little tombstones over here. So, we'll probably see them around. And, unlike in The Sims 2, you can interact with ghosts in The Sims 3. They're... I think they, I think that they still have the relationship with you that they had when they died. And I think you can build and lose relationship with them as normal when you are, while they're out and you're interacting with them, but then once they leave, the next time they come back, all of that will be reset. Which is kind of interesting, I think. That's an interesting way for that to work. So, I like the idea that they'll be around, but not really. I would like to see them, though. It would be cool if they came out. I'm pretty sure that they should still come out of the graves, even though they used to be playable ghosts. But it's possible that they won't. Someone let me know if I'm wrong.
Woba Bixie!
I think that's how that works.
Gasha!
I know, it sucks. Okay, what are we doing today? What have we got? What have we got? This is not worth enough money to be worth getting cut. Because another thing that we could do is we could cut and sell gems, especially ones that don't actually have any use in elixirs. What's this? Let's go pick up that seed. We could do some gardening. That's something that we'll probably need to do anyway. if we're gonna be making elixirs, because we'll need certain plants to use as ingredients. What have we got? Unknown uncommon seed. Well, we suck too much at gardening to plant that. So yeah, sure. Go ahead and sketch some more.
Oh.
Improve painting skill.
Oh.
Get a cat toy. I would love to get you a cat toy, but it is simply not my first priority, and I hope you understand. You probably don't understand, and I wish you did. Alright, so we are sketching. Travel abroad? With what money? You think you got travel abroad money? How much was that one worth? 2 simoleons. Unless that was the old one. Maybe it was worth 1 simoleon. What do these look like? I want to see them. This is gold, honestly. These should be selling for way more. It's so cute. What is that? Are they eating a sandwich? Eating a grilled cheese. Is it Natasha Una? I don't know. What's this one? Is it the same? Or is that... Are they the same? Yeah, they're the same. Anyway, I'm just gonna sell them. They're not gonna appreciate that much in value. We gotta pay for the sketchbook. What did we get? Bills? We have bills? Oh, and the bills are high because the spell book. So, you know, really, this isn't cheating, this is a challenge. Because the taxes are based off the lot value, and the lot value is actually very high because of the spell book. I'm just giving myself an extra challenge is what I'm doing, actually. We can't afford these bills. What if they take away our spell book? It's irreplaceable. It's a family heirloom. Buy a new magic wand. I would love to do that, but we need to pay our bills. Okay, we gotta get serious about making some money. What if we catch some bugs? Are these guys worth anything? What are you? A beetle? Come catch the... I don't think these are worth anything, actually. I think these are actually worth 0. Oh no, that's worth some money. Can we consign these at the elixir shop? I wonder, because we definitely have a few days before they start, like, repossessing our stuff to get money for the bills. And if you consign things, then you get more money for them. I'm pretty sure you can consign gem. Maybe we can consign this amethyst. Are we... What if we, cast a conversion ritual on these poisoned apples that she keeps making, and see what they turn into, and then maybe we sell them. We could probably consign the seed also. It's worth some money. Yeah, I don't think this is worth enough to be worth getting it cut. Although later on we can get a gem cutting machine. And then it's always worth it to cut them. No, did it not work? Come on, Frida. We got bills to pay. Alright, we learned Fire Blast and Ice Blast. Now she wants to cast a Fire Blast on someone. Fair. What's this? Yeah. Yeah. I would like for her to get a better wand. Got a smoky quartz. I know. She's sort of cycling through depression and anger in her stages of grief. What's this one? A lapis lazuli. Hello?
So.
That's what she said too. Hello. Aw. I love love this cat.
Tarnigon.
Alright, what do we got here? Truffles. We could eat that. We could plant that if we were better at gardening, but we're not. Are you recycling that? Sure. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it for you. You don't have to do that. I could just click and drag it. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed. I would honestly love for you to travel abroad, but that's simply not in our budget. Improve painting skill. Okay, how about this? Let's head over to the consignment shop and, to the elixir consignment shop, and see what we could put for sale there. There it is. Because we need money to pay these bills that are way higher than I expected them to be, and it's because I got an item that's much more expensive than I'm supposed to have. So, that's on me, but, you know, I like a challenge in my Sims games. I like for my Sims to struggle. So, I always feel a little bit bad about, like, cheating like that. So the fact that it's actually giving me a challenge on top of it, I accept it. Alright, what are you gonna take from me? Alright, we can consign the smoky quartz, the amethyst, the lapis lazuli, the truffles, and the seed. Okay. So let's do that because we need some quick cash. So we'll probably sell some of these things at the end of the day when they close at 5. Eventually one thing I'm probably going to want to get someone in the family is the collection helper, which sort of like tags on the map where like seeds and rocks and bugs are, so you can find them more easily. These are gonna stop, right? They always go on much longer than I think they should. What's this? It's pulsing red. I bet we can't plant that, but maybe we could sell it. Oh, she wanted to read. She is a bookworm. It would be nice for her to get some time to read. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not Frida. Frida. Oh no, I'm having routing issues again. I had this before with, Enrasco here, installed, and I couldn't figure out why it happened, but eventually it stopped, and so I was like, okay, like, well, what happened was taking Enrasco here out of my game, fixed it, but that's weird, because I used that mod for ages without any problems, and a lot of people use it, and I haven't seen anybody else have the same problem as me. So I don't know if it's maybe conflicting with a different mod that I'm using, but I couldn't figure out which one. Alright, we're over here now, I guess. Sure. Okay, it doesn't seem to be happening consistently with her, at least. I had a different sim that it was happening consistently with. Unless I spoke too soon. How are we? Is this... This seems like a normal... Yeah, okay. Okay, I think she's fine. But I had sims, like, routing through mountains. Like, when they really should have been on the road. Wild. I haven't seen anyone else have that problem. What have we got? An unknown special seed. Wonder if it's plasma fruit. It was pulsing red. So... that would track. Alright, what are we gonna do? What are you doing? Conjuring an apple? Sure. We can't eat that. Conjure one that we can eat. None of these are ones we can eat, Frida. There we go. Eat that. Okay. We can work on our sketching some more. It's not exactly a huge moneymaker, but I mean, she does want to, so. I think as far as big money makers go, I think I'm waiting for the consignment shop to close and see if we sell anything. One simoleon. Channel all this sorrow into some good art, Frida. We got bills to pay. Oh man, I did not even think about how high the bills would be. This is fine though. We're fine. One simoleon at a time. Let's hold on. What else can we pick up? Let's do some foraging. The consignment shop. I actually think the elixir consignment shop doesn't close, but I think that they sell the items at 5, which is the time that the regular consignment shop closes. I don't care what these other Sims are up to. This isn't about them. Okay. What's this? An unknown rare seed. Another thing that we cannot plant. But we can pick it up and we can sell it. Baseball field. Do you guys think this baseball field is a Twilight reference? I'm not kidding, because there's a Twilight reference in Moonlight Falls. Is that's in Moonlight Falls, right? The original one? Because this is kind of a reworked version of Moonlight Falls. But I'm pretty sure that's in the original. Buy a refrigerator. That would be cool. I think it'd be cool if we could pay the bills also. How are we gonna make any money with the bills this high? Oh no. Alright, let's go back to the consignment shop. And let's sell them some more things. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Let's go. Oh, all right. So we sold like 190 something worth of stuff, and so we won't get any money for this stuff until tomorrow. But we can still consign them. I know. Buy a bookshelf. I would love that for you. I would love for you to have a fridge and a bookshelf, but that's just not where we are in life right now. Look at this tiny cat!
Breathe,
Oh, it's so small! Oh, hello? Oh. Yeah, he has like a little mustache. Oh, I love this cat. Guys. Look at this cat. Oh, we've been blessed. We've been blessed by this cat. Alright, can we conjure an apple that we can eat or not? No? I think it'd be cool if one of these was edible. Would love to eat some food. That looked edible. Yeah, alright. Is it good? Eh. We've had worse apples. Let's be real. I don't know, let's go home. How is Jinx doing? Oh. Just chilling out on the newspaper. Yeah, she's fine. She can take care of herself. Okay. Bills. What are we going to do about the bills? Because that's a lot of money that we don't have. We're actually kind of getting pretty close to being able to pay them, but then we'll have no money. How often do we get bills? Like once a week? Alright, I think we improved our painting skill. But sketching is just not profitable, like, no matter how good you are. I think they get a little bit more valuable over time. You let them appreciate. But we don't have time for that. we have bills now. And like these 1 million sketches are not gonna appreciate very much in value. Buy a new bookshelf, buy a fridge. I would really like for her to have a bookshelf because she's a bookworm. And I think that would make her happy. It's not my first priority, but maybe it could be on the list. Alright, how much is this thing worth? We could also consign the sketches. I just think they're worth so little, like, we're not actually gonna, like, the amount of, like, additional value that's added is, like, a percentage, and, like, it's gonna be, like, a fraction of a simoleon, and that's gonna be rounded down to nothing, so, like, there's really not any point. Let's spend more time with our cat. It's part of the challenge that we have to be best friends with the cat. It's part of the challenge, and it's also important to me as a person. Because this cat is the most important person in this family. I'm gonna say it.
So.
Hello. Oh, the kitty. Alright, another apple that we can't eat. Thanks, Frida.
Zimbo.
Yeah.
Exhibit.
Alright, well, we can eat that one. It's getting dark. Oh, we couldn't consign the water beetle. I guess we could just sell it. Be best friends with Jinx. Yeah. Oh, but I want to keep all. She'll roll this one again. It's like part of her. It's part of her lifetime wish. She'll roll it again. I want to pet my cat. Will she let me pet her now? Please. Jinx, please. It's raining, which is great. I'm sure they're both stoked about that. Hello. Oh, the kitty. Oh, the kitty. This is how I talk to my cat in real life. Does it cost money to feed a tree? I'm gonna do it though, it's worth it. Does it not? It does in The Sims 2. Okay. Free treats! Love that. How close are we now? We are friends now. Another thing about this, okay, I guess it's bedtime, sure, until 4:30, sleep in until 6. So this is Gray's Harbor. It's a combination of Moonlight Falls and Midnight Hollow, but store content can be kind of weird sometimes, in that, like, when you download lots in Sims and save files, it doesn't always load in properly, the same way that expansion and stuff pack content does. And so, like, even if you have the item that was used, a lot of times the game will just replace it with something else anyway. So all of the Midnight Hollow Sims look wrong. Like, except for, like, the parts of them that are base game clothing, like, and base game hair, like, it's all wrong, and I did not have the patience to go around and fix everybody. I fixed a few people that I happened to see during my setup, but I'll probably just start fixing them as they become relevant, because it just seemed like a hassle. It just seemed tedious to just go and fix everybody all at once. But that's why, like, a lot of people have just, like, this, like, weird default brown hair color, and, like, their hair color will be brown, even if, like, the hair color is saved in the Sims. So if you change it to the right hair color, the right hairstyle, it'll be the right hair color, but it just shows up brown until you change it, and they'll be in, like, the ugly maternity dress, in that beige color, These stories are not going away. I have them turned off, right? It's been days. No, don't zoom in. Story progression. Town options. Stories. Oh no, I didn't turn them off. What? Well, there we go. Alright. Alright, now they should stop. Well, they probably still have some queued up, but soon they should stop. Deskclay, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alright, it looks like Jinx is awake. Jinx also wants to be best friends. We're gonna be best friends with this cat. I just left this poison apple on the floor. Is that safe? Maybe I should put that back in my backpack. We could just have 7 poison apples. What are we gonna do with them? I'm just gonna sell them. What else are we gonna do with them, right? There's only 2 simoleons each. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. Hey, Deskclay, how's it going? What are you up to? We're just hanging out with Frida Goth, who is we're playing in, so this is a save file called Gray's Harbor, and I'm blanking on the name of the person who made it, but they posted it on Tumblr, and in fact, if you search Sims 3 Worlds on my Simbler, which I have linked in my about, you should find it. It should be under like my tagged Sims 3 Worlds. I have a tags page that'll help you find that. Or you could just search Gray's Harbor, The Sims 3. What it is it's somebody else made like an alternate version of Moonlight Falls. And so you can also download that on its own. That's what the actual like world is. But the version of it that I'm playing in is a save file that combines Moonlight Falls with Midnight Hollow. So there are Moonlight Falls and Midnight Hollow Sims and lots in this world. If you don't have Midnight Hollow and you do have Moonlight Falls though, you can download that alternate version of Moonlight Falls, which is the actual like physical world that we're looking at. I really can't recommend it enough. It's really nice. Although if you do have Midnight Hollow and you do want to play with the Gray's Harbor save file, sometimes store content can be a little bit wonky when you are like downloading like lots and Sims from other people, and sometimes it just doesn't load the items properly even if you have them in your game. So like all of my Midnight Hollow Sims are dressed wrong, and so I fixed a couple of them as I saw them, but I'm gonna have to just fix them all manually. So that it doesn't happen to everyone. I don't know what makes it happen or not happen. Maybe it has to do with like how people install it, because you can turn the Sims 3 pack into package files, which I have done for some of my content, because I prefer package files over Sims 3 packs because they're just easier to uninstall. But I think I have Midnight Hollow installed through the launcher. So maybe which form you have it in makes a difference on whether it loads properly or not. But either way, it didn't load properly for me. I feel like I've had it work properly before. Like when I had it installed on a previous computer. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. And I'm also using the Midnight Dream lighting mod by Burnt Waffles. Yeah, I don't know if how you obtained the content makes a difference either. There are ways that you can obtain it legally and use a program to turn it into package files. And there are ways that some people get store content that's package files and they didn't get it from the store. I don't know if those would actually function differently. I imagine they would probably function pretty similarly. Yeah. I downloaded... Yeah, I was. You can't just say that with no context. I'm not repeating that out loud. This is going on YouTube. Sorry. I was, you're right, yeah. That was a time. Anybody who's watching the VOD can just guess what we're talking about. Anybody who's in the chat right now, will see what you said but still not understand it. Oh boy. I stand by my opinion that he is not. Alright, do we have any apples that are edible? Yes. Eat this apple. Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I'm playing with Frida Goth, who usually is a playable ghost. But I've resurrected her because I've changed her story a little bit. Basically the idea is her family was trying to arrange a marriage between her and a member of the Landgrab family. And she was not having any of that, so she ran away with her uncle, whose name I'm forgetting. His name is Samuel. Her uncle Samuel. Bit of a spoiler over there, but if you're familiar with the story, then you know this already. Her uncle Samuel and his wife Olivia. No, we're supposed to be best friends. She ran away to Moonlight Falls, and she basically cut ties with her immediate family. She's like kind of been disowned by them, but she was happy in Moonlight Falls with her aunt and uncle. Samuel had a fondness for magic jelly beans, and if you're familiar with the magic jelly bean item from Supernatural, you might know, maybe you don't know, but it can do all sorts of fun things, but it does have a 1% chance every time that it will just flat out kill you. So that's how he died. He ate a bad magic jelly bean and it killed him, and his wife was distraught, and she got distracted, and there was an electrical problem that there was like some sort of like electrical surge that killed her and also started a fire. And originally Frida died in that fire, but I resurrected her. So I'm changing the story so that she maybe just wasn't home when the fire started. Oh yeah, that's fair. I was like, what are you spending money on? No, that's fair. We do have to feed the cat. That's the only thing it's okay to spend money on. Can we conjure an apple that we can eat? Sweet. Alright, eat that. Alright, they're starting to get better. That was a nice quality apple. We could plant an apple. Although I do play with like wish-based gameplay, and she doesn't have a wish to learn gardening or generically learn a skill. So we're in a bit of a bind at the moment, because our bills are pretty high. Why are our bills so high, you might ask? Because this isn't anything. This is a debug object from Midnight Hollow, and it's worth 0 simoleons. And then we have this little shack that doesn't even have 4 walls. What could be raising our bills So hi, it's the spell book that I basically cheated to get, because you're only supposed to start with like, I think like 1800 simoleons, when you start a legacy. But I set it to that after buying, this is Lady Raven Dancer Goth's Book of Spells, because I wanted her to have it, and I felt like it didn't make sense to me for her to buy it. I feel like it should be a family heirloom. So I just gave it to her, and I didn't really think about how that was going to affect the bills, but honestly, the fact that it makes the bills really high, kind of makes me feel less bad about cheating to get it. I'm actually adding an extra challenge to my gameplay, because it's not making me any money. Technically, physically, I could sell it and use that money to buy a very nice house. I think it's worth like 60-something simoleons. 60-something thousand simoleons. It's worth 71,000 simoleons when you buy it. Gonna be sniffed by our familiar. Hello. So like physically I could sell it and get a lot of money, but that would absolutely be cheating. So it's against the rules I've set for myself to sell it. It's a priceless family heirloom, and I would rather die than sell it. But also my bills are very high because it's on my lot, so that's a bit of a bummer for me, I guess. But the story reason that it's here is it's the only thing that survived the fire, and the reason why it survived the fire is because it's heavily enchanted. Yeah, let's do spells in the bathroom. Oh, don't cast Ice Blast on the toilet, Frida! Look what you did, it's broken now. Yeah, it's broken because you broke it! What did you think was gonna happen if you cast Ice Blast on your toilet? This is fine. Can you magically repair things in this game? I feel like you can, but I might be thinking of a different Sims game. Either way, if you can, she doesn't know how yet, so you're just fixing that the old-fashioned way. Yeah, what it is it's a legacy challenge. You don't start with 0 like you do in a traditional rags to riches, but you start with a very, very small amount. So the concept of like going rags to riches is like a really, really sort of prominent, theme, especially of the beginning of the legacy challenge. But the difference is like, once you have like a pretty decent house and just a rags to riches, it's kind of like, what do you do with it? With a legacy challenge, the goal is to make it through 10 generations of a family. You get like points for completing different lifetime wishes, like completing like, I guess the idea is the goal is you want to complete each of them once. You only get a point the first time you complete it. And you also get points for, like, the value of your legacy house. I'm playing, an Enchantacy. So that's, there's lots of, like, different variations of the legacy challenge, and this is one with witches. So there are some rules about the heir, which I actually forgot to explain. So the rules, are, of course, the heir has to be a witch. There are actually rules about who the heirs can mate with. So, like, they don't have to be, like, I guess, like, I think they use the word mate, and the reason they use mate and not spouse is because you don't actually have to be married to them, but you do reproduce with them. So they don't have to be a witch, but they do have to be, like, certain kinds of supernaturals. So, like, I think, like, fairies and genies are valid. Stop that, Frida! She just Cast ice blast on her toilet again. What do you think is gonna happen when you do that? Trying to think who else. I can't remember. There's like a list of like valid supernaturals. I guess I can pull it up real quick. I have it. So let's see. Ghosts, genies, vampires, fairies, werewolves, and other witches are valid, and all other kinds of occults are not. And you can't procreate with humans. But the actual heir has to be a witch. And we're playing with matriarchal rules also, so the heir has to be female. Although with that one, I'm playing that more. Oh yeah, no worries. And if you can't find it, if I know I have you in a Discord server now. Like I can just send you the link later. Once I get offline, once I get off Twitch. Frida, I swear on my life. You know what? It's just broken now. You can't break it if it's already broken. I'm leaving it. What are we gonna do to make some money? I don't know. Here, just sketch something. I'm talking. The matriarchal rule is something that I'm treating that as it's a belief that the family has that like magic is stronger in women than in men. But I'm not treating that as like an absolute truth of the universe. So I'm open to breaking that rule if the story sort of calls for it, but you have to follow the rules a bit before you break them, right? So, founder is supposed to be female. Or the heir is supposed to be female. I think that might be it. I also kind of have like a vague idea that like, the heir should be chosen based on like their magical prowess, maybe like if somebody is like the heir apparent, maybe you could challenge them to a magic duel to try to gain their, to try to take their spot or something. I don't know. I just really want to play with witches. So if I'm making the stories up a bit as I go, that's fine. Okay. Let's maybe go collect some stuff. There's a seed. Let's pick up the seed. And the shower too. I can't with you right now, Frida. What is she doing this for? I think it's because of the there's a mod I'm using called Enhanced Witches by Pudding Face on Mod The Sims, which is a fun mod. I definitely recommend it. But one of the things that it does is what? Oh, bird. Neat. One of the things that it does is it makes certain spells autonomous when they weren't autonomous before. I'm pretty sure Ice Blast is one of them. I just don't see the motivation in breaking your own things. Maybe I just won't fix it until she needs to use it. Then she'll be sorry. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe she just has nothing else to do and that's why she's doing it so much. But I hope she starts doing it less frequently when we have more things to do, or it'll get really annoying. Especially when we add more witches to the household. Like, everything's gonna be broken all the time. I think these are all space rocks, yeah. I don't think we can actually even sell the space rocks at the consignment store. So we might have to just sell those from our inventory. Did we sell, do you know if we sold everything at the like, I think we might still have some things on sale at the consignment store, because it doesn't always sell everything the first day that they're up for sale. And it takes longer to sell things at the consignment store, but you make more money in the end when they sell, so we sold some, like, rocks and seeds and stuff. I'm not seeing anything. I've traveled way too far away. There's our home. Is there any like rocks or seeds? I would really love to have the collection helper. That's like one of the first reward objects I'm gonna get in a playthrough like this. Or if I'm playing with a witch, they gotta have it because they need so many ingredients for their elixirs. But it's one of the more expensive reward objects, so we're not anywhere near being able to afford it. I'm pretty sure it's like 40,000 points. So gotta be a bit. So I guess we gotta use our eyes for now. Space rock, cool. We could also analyze them because they might be worth more money, although they could actually sometimes be worth less. Alright, yep, that one's worth less. Great. Okay, that one's probably more. Yeah, alright.
Weevil.
Yeah, alright, cool. I don't know. That might have actually done more harm than good, but I'm just gonna sell them.
Exhibit.
Our bills are like 500 something, so we're getting there. We can sell this seed. Where is the elixir consignment store? Is over here. Alright, is there anything around here we could collect? Oh, what if we pick up some of these? Some of these wildflowers are actually worth a lot of money. These butterflies are worth, like, almost nothing, but let's catch them anyway. If they're still here by the time we get there, that is. So we're just gonna zoom on over. At this rate, we're not really gonna make it to the elixir consignment store before 5, which is when they like sort of resolve which things sell and which things don't. But the elixir consignment store, oh, that's actually worth more than I thought it was. It doesn't actually close, so we could always go in to sell something. Well, maybe we'll make it actually. Let's see what we could put for sale. Okay, yeah, we made it here before 5.
Azamaiba mom. CB Rabanaba. Kuba Nachuni. Dal Abanawuna whips.
Space wrong.
Lorsha.
We sold all our space wrongs already. Alright. Oh, we could consign the apple, but I kind of want to eat those. Okay, we can't consign the bugs? Oh, right, we tried to consign bugs before and it didn't work. Yeah, this unknown rare seed is kind of worth a lot of money. So let's consign that. And I guess let's just sell these from our inventory. And this sketch too. We still don't have enough. Maybe at 5 when things sell, maybe we'll have enough to pay our bills. That'd be cool. I would love to not have my priceless family heirloom repossessed.
Thorg.
I really like Gray's Harbor. I think I need to fix it up a little bit because it got a little bit broken when I installed it. Yes, we can pay the bills. I live in a box that doesn't even have 4 walls. And I'm worried about paying bills. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to buy anything. I just know we're not gonna get things stolen by the repo man. Oh, apparently we made a good sale. Nice. Consigning items, I think, is actually even a hidden skill. So I think the more you do it, the higher value you can sell your items for. How's our cat doing, by the way? I think she's chill. Oh yeah, everything in our bathroom is broken. I'm gonna have to keep her occupied so she doesn't just keep breaking things when I'm not paying attention. Maybe she's doing it because she has something fun to do. Like, maybe she would choose to read a book if she had a bookshelf. But there's not enough enrichment in her enclosure. So she's just breaking things. Alright, there we are. Okay, we do have some money left over. How much is the cheapest bookshelf? Oh, yeah, Oh, we're just barely shy. Almost. Okay, well, maybe we'll save up for the bookshelf. I don't think that's necessarily, like, the smartest use of our money, but I would really love for her to have something to do. Other than break everything in our bathroom. Let's eat an apple. Maybe spend some time with our familiar. We do need to become best friends with her in order for her to be, like, our proper familiar. Just, like, by the rules of the challenge, not by, like, the rules of... Will she let me hug her? I want to hug her. Hug the cat!
Whip snow?
Yes! Oh.
Babuza?
Give her a little smooch. Can I? Can I? I want to. I don't think I can. I don't think we're close enough yet. Yeah, not by, like, the rules of The Sims, though, but, like, by the rules of the challenge. We're supposed to become best friends with the cat. And also, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, just being in the presence of a cat or minor pet is what, like, has them function as a familiar.
Ready, Jay.
In The Sims 3. Alright, we're gonna brush the kitty. This is the only thing that matters. All that matters is that Jinx is taken care of. Also, I think it might not be a bad idea for us to just fix the things in our bathroom. I really missed this game. I've been playing a lot of The Sims 2 lately, which is a really good game, but The Sims 3 is also good. I think they both have different things to offer. And so I'm really excited to be playing this, and I'm glad that I got started in October, because, you know, it's spooky season. Let's play with witches. Fix the shower, and then maybe take a shower. Eat another apple. Oh yeah? That's wild. I think it's cool. But it's like I'm just old. So it's wild to me as somebody who grew up with The Sims 1 that some people grew up with The Sims 3. That's awesome though. The Sims 3 is great. The Sims 1 is pretty great too. But it doesn't hold up as well as like 2 and 3 do. 2 was like a huge step up from The Sims 1, but The Sims 1 was really like pretty revolutionary for its time. I think when The Sims 1 came out, I think it was like the best selling PC game of all time or something like that. It was hugely popular. It's hard too. I actually have The Sims 1 installed on my computer, and it's hard. Like, you have to kind of make your own goals in The Sims 1 as compared to, like, The Sims 2 and 3, where you have, like, wants and wishes respectively to sort of guide your gameplay. But you kind of have to make up your own goals in The Sims 1. But, like, to be honest, like, it's pretty hard to make any progress on the goals you set, because just taking care of their needs and making enough money takes, like, their whole day. Travel to Egypt to deliver a painting. It costs money to travel, right? I don't think I can do this. And I have to deliver I have to paint something where I don't think this is a realistic opportunity for me right now, but thank you very much. Yeah, I was like, I think I was like 8, around 8 when The Sims 1 came out, and I actually played it when it was pretty new, which was rare for me. I usually didn't get games when they were new. But my mom had a long-distance boyfriend who was really into video games, and when he came to visit, he brought The Sims with him, and I just like really, really fell in love with it. So yeah, I was really surprised seeing like what the release dates for The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 were, because since I always got things when they were already old, I just assumed that I didn't play them when they first came out, but I did. When I heard about The Sims 2, it blew me away, and I had to have it. Let's pick up these mushrooms. Oh, that's, what's that, valerian root seed. Can we plant that? Because we need that for elixirs. Both of these are things we would need for elixirs. Maybe we could start planting some things now that, we don't have the immediate threat of, bills looming over our heads. Maybe we can invest in our future a little bit. And you know what else? I, like, as somebody who played The Sims 1 when it was new, and played The Sims 2 when it was new, I'm just really excited that there are people who, like, are, like, going back to them now, or, like, who didn't play them back then, and are, like, I'm just, like, I'm glad that there's, like, I guess, like, a new generation of people who are playing these older Sims games and having fun with them, and that they, like, that they stand the test of time, right? That it's not just, like, the nostalgia that I have attached to them. Like, they're just good games. Sims 2 good, Sims 3 good. Is it maybe bedtime? I don't think we made any progress. But we did manage to avoid getting our stuff repossessed. I guess if the spellbook ever gets repossessed, I guess maybe then I could come up with sort of an explanation for why we'd have to, like, buy it. Since, like, I don't know, maybe, like, it'd be pretty sucky if we were behind on bills by, like, 500 simoleons, and then they took something that's worth, like, 60,000. But I don't know, like, I guess, like, it could be, like, you have to, like, buy it back or something. Maybe it's, like, basically being pawned or something. I don't know. The Sims for the DS. Is that The Sims 2 for the DS? Was that the game that you played, or was there a The Sims for the DS? I never played any of the console games when I was younger. I've been playing a few of them now. I just didn't even know they existed when I was younger, because I played the PC games, and like most of the console games had the same title as the PC games, so I never knew they were a different game. So I didn't know to play them. If I'd known, I probably would have played them. My Sims. Oh! Yeah, My Sims. Okay, I missed the My in your message. Yeah. I didn't play My Sims, when I was younger. I've seen a bit about... Yeah, they're really cute. Although they don't really feel like Sims. To me, like, it really seems a lot more like Animal Crossing. Because, like, I don't think there's any, like, kind of, like, needs management in My Sims. And I feel like that's what you need for it to feel like a Sims game. But it's super cute, though. I do think it's adorable. Oh, we're going at 1x speed. We don't need that. Sleep until 5 a.m.? Sure, I guess. Oh, there's another cat. A stray. Okay. We have 2 cats now. You can stay here, buddy. Oh, did it leave? So sad. Now it's raining. Oh, poor Jinx is out in the rain. Oh, we're haunted. Wait, we're haunted. Who's here? It's Olivia. Wake up, wake up. She wanted to see Olivia's ghost. Let's go say hi to our deceased aunt. Wake up, ghost just dropped. New ghost just dropped. Oh, yeah. So, okay, we could talk to her. Let's go talk to her. So let's see, does our relationship... Yeah, okay. Oh, where's Samuel? Why is Samuel showing up in our relationship panel, but not Olivia? Oh, there's Olivia. Where'd Samuel go? Weird, okay. Did the game get confused which ghost? What? Okay, there we go. Anyway, yeah, so it does keep... They were best friends in life, and it does keep that. I'm pretty sure that's what they were. They were definitely at least good friends.
Amihubits Kalariski Plagida. Tashili Tashalava.
Uban Terlo Bag.
Ah, Naklu.
Alright. It's kind of... I think that ghosts in The Sims 3 are kind of more comforting than ghosts in The Sims 2. Ghosts in The Sims 2 are the scariest ghosts. Hands down. I think that it's kind of nice that you can still, like, interact with ghosts in The Sims 3, and I think it still makes them feel like they're not really there. The fact that, like, it resets, like, your relationship resets after they leave. And the fact that they're not there all the time. It's a different vibe, but it's a good vibe. Of course, playable ghosts basically just function like... Playable ghosts in The Sims 3 are basically what all ghosts are like in The Sims 4, and I feel like they just don't feel very... They don't feel distinct from regular Sims, really. I guess that's fine. That's fine for playable ghosts, because you need to be able to play them, right? And I think it's cool that you have the option to play them, because in The Sims 2 you don't. What's this? Get inside because it's raining. Okay. Oh, or not. Or don't. There's no... She's trying to get inside, but there's no inside to go to. Just go back to sleep. Oh, oh, oh! Never mind. Samuel is out. He's using my sleeping bag. The jelly bean ghost looks so cool, though. The colors are really cool. Well... Where's Olivia? Did she go to sleep? I don't see her anymore. Oh no, she's out in the forest. Oh, they're not confined to the lot, I guess. That's neat. I don't think I ever knew that. I guess it makes sense. You got the open world in The Sims 3. Sims 2 ghosts are a menace. Let's see, one time in Sims 2, one of Cassandra and Dawn's twins started crying when Gunther's ghost possessed their teddy bear. Classic Gunther. I love ghosts in The Sims 2 because they're genuinely scary. I guess I can't go back to sleep until Gunther goes back to rest in his tombstone. He's until Samuel goes back to sleep. Did I call him Gunther? We were talking. Cool, great. I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna go fix it. No, fix it.
Gotcha!
Buy a new magic wand. Maybe eventually, but... So I think we're like a few simoleons shy of being able to afford a bookshelf. Yeah. I think it's fun that ghosts in The Sims 2 are like actually scary. But you know what is a menace? Is any ghost that died by drowning. Those puddles, they're the worst. Don got scared by Gunther right after he had an affair. Classic. That'll show him. I like that. Cassandra's ancestors standing up for her. Gunther's her grandfather, I think. Right? Oh, I got rain in your ears. Samuel has not left my sleeping bag. I would like to use it. Wait, what if I try to use it? Will it make him get out? No. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Eklodetska. Barau.
Every minute that Samuel Goth's ghost is in my sleeping bag is another minute that I can't stop Frida from breaking her shower. What if I try to talk to him? Will he get out of my sleeping bag? What if I... Can you set a ghost on fire? I feel like that's risky, because it could also catch fire to my house. I have almost nothing. And you know what? She's probably afraid of fire after everything that's happened. What if we cast an ice blast at him? Would that wake him up? Ah! Get out of my sleeping bag! Uncle Samuel? Alright, we're still gonna cast it though. Oh, successful bond. Interesting. So actually she is bonding pretty well with that wand, even though it's sort of the standard wand. I don't know. I don't think it's like a particularly strong bond. There could be stronger ones. Yeah, you're cold now. Take that. You can see the jelly beans in their stomach. That's so fun. Fleas? Aww. From being outside too. Yeah, that's fair. We don't really have an inside, so. Aww, what do I do about the fleas? I'll have to wait for her to get up, probably, before we can do anything about the fleas. Oh no, Jinx has fleas, guys! I don't think I even knew that could happen. Have I just not had any of my... Have I not had any of my cats ever get fleas? Do they just go away after 2 days? I'm the worst. I let my cat get fleas. I mean, to be fair, like, what else am I gonna do? Like, I can't afford walls. Yeah, she's got fleas. Maybe we could bathe her if we had a bath, but we don't. So, yeah. Just got fleas. Oh, so did it go down because I brushed her, or was it just going down anyway? I don't know. I don't know how fleas work. I've never had fleas in The Sims before, I don't think. Fleas. Oh, we are hungry. Although, like, when I see their hunger turning red, I'm so used to The Sims 2 that I get scared. Like, I'm like, oh, they're gonna die. But, like, really, like, in The Sims 3, they have to not eat for, like, 3 days straight before they die. Seriously. To be fair, it's a little too easy to accidentally die of starvation in The Sims 2, though. It's not very realistic. That you could go a day without eating and then die. Play in a puddle. Okay, I would love for there to be an inside. We technically have a job as a painter, but we don't even have an easel. How much does an easel cost? I don't think we can afford one. That would probably be a smarter investment than a bookshelf, though. 300? I don't have that kind of cash. Fix the shower, Frida. Magic wand, learn alchemy skill. I really would like to start working on alchemy. I think potions are gonna be elixirs. Sorry, potions are something different. I think elixirs are really gonna be like the big money maker. How much is it again? I think it's more than the easel. How much more than the easel? Oh boy, yeah. Ooh. That's just not realistic right now. I guess technically we could use the one in... How do you feel about using items on community lots? Because we could use the alchemy station in the elixir consignment store. To learn alchemy. And we could start making elixirs that way? Or does that feel like cheating? There's not any explicit rule against it. But does it take away from the challenge of it? That we have to save up for the elixir station in our home? What? Oh, and it was cold. It's a cold shower. You can magically upgrade items. What if we upgrade it to be unbreakable? Would it still break when you cast an ice blast on it? Or no? Oh, it's based on traits. The reason why she's casting it all the time is probably because she's grumpy. Which is sort of like a Goth family trait. Like, I think most Goth family members have the grumpy trait. Not all of them, but I think most of them. Yeah, get some sleep. I'm probably only gonna be here for like 40 minutes anyway, because I have to man the inbox for the crypto club. We're doing Symblorine. No, now I have fleas! Oh no. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Get some sleep, have fun at your spooky party. That's exciting. Should I shower? I have fleas! This is the worst. I've got no money. I've got high bills. I've got 3 walls. Fleas. I don't have fleas anymore. The shower fixed the fleas. It's okay. I don't have fleas anymore. Oh boy. Jinx still has fleas though. Okay, money. How are we gonna... I guess, let's hear... She wants to at least learn alchemy. I think we could spend a few days, like, collecting gems and bugs, but maybe that's not fun. maybe let's try researching alchemy a bit. But only when she wants to. I think alchemy in The Sims 3 is really fun. I think that the open world aspect makes collecting ingredients really fun. It's like a scavenger hunt, you know? So since she's a witch, she'll learn alchemy faster than a regular sim would. Alright, now we want to learn a new elixir recipe, which we did. We learned the Vial of Bliss, and now she wants to make one. So let's... It just needs any food ingredient, so we could use one of the apples that we've been conjuring. Oh, and they also get some ingredients to start with. It always feels a little bit cheaty that they get some things for free when they start learning skills. But I guess I'll plant them. I think we have these 2 already in our garden, so maybe we could plant these 2. She did decide that she wanted to be a painter, like, as a career. Oh no!
Sasha!
Did it wrong. Do it again. And then we did nothing with that. we haven't actually worked on that at all. I guess selling sketches doesn't actually count towards that, even though sketches builds the painting skill. I guess you have to actually be selling paintings for it to count. Well, I can't do that because I don't play with online features. Alright, so we did it. We made one. So maybe let's consign it. I don't think it's actually worth very much, yeah. Even like with a bonus from selling it at the consignment store, it's not gonna be worth a ton, but we need anything we can get, honestly, at this point. So do we have anything that's like... Yeah, okay, so we still have this, this seed right here will sell for kind of a lot of money, whenever it eventually sells. I'm not gonna consign the ingredients I just got. That feels like cheating. But I'll consign this elixir I just made. And maybe someone will buy it. She's gonna throw up pretty soon though, because that first elixir was a failure and it made her sick. Yeah, let's read a book. She's a bookworm, and we have no bookshelf at home. I would really love to get her one. Maybe if she had books to read, she wouldn't feel like she has to break her shower all the time. Oh, yep, gonna go be sick in the toilet, yep. Oof. Let's get some bugs. Lots of bugs around the, elixir consignment shop, and we're gonna need them for our elixirs. So, these ones are pretty. I like the color of these butterflies. They look like something out of Wonderland.
Scotty.
Awesome. Okay, we sold the seed. So we actually have some money now. A snake. We can't really be having more pets right now. I love snakes. Well, okay. I bet we could afford a bookshelf. And maybe like, I don't know, walls? I think walls would be cool. A door? Let's not get crazy here. I would like if we could buy a bookshelf and then also like extend the walls and the roof enough that it's not like gonna get rained on. Like that won't actually damage it, but like I'll feel bad if it looks like it's gonna get rained on. This one's really not that much more expensive. I was kind of looking for one that's only one tile just because like takes up less space. But this one looks so much cooler. I don't know. Maybe we just do the one tile one for now. Just we can get some cool looking bookshelves later. There's lots of cool looking bookshelves, but they're all very expensive. All right. It may not be the best bookshelf in the world, but we do have one. So consider that ever. Ebony color, maybe? Like this, but like darker. Yeah, that's nice. And then what about for the metal part? Do we just go black? It doesn't have to be metal, but the shape of it kind of looks like it's supposed to be metal. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. That's fine. How much are walls? I think they're like 60. Oh, they're 70. Alright, well, I don't think we could, we could fully enclose this area in walls and buy a door, I think. But then the bookshelf wouldn't be inside, and that stresses me out. I guess we could sleep outside, but that is kind of sad. We could just sell this, it's okay. Like what if, okay, so what if we extend this a little bit? So we don't have enough to fully enclose it, but we could extend this space a little bit. And this is a free wallpaper, which is why it looks bad. And then we could just extend the roof a little bit. Roofs are free. Should we maybe... I kind of like this style of roof better, actually. So it's just like a little nook. Maybe we put the food inside so that Jinx's food doesn't have to be soggy. Yeah, sure. And you know what? We can put some free flooring in also. Let's see, there's a wooden one that's free. Maybe we make it dark too, but maybe like a different shade. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that color. Just like that. And then they won't get a moodlet about the room being unfinished when they're in the bathroom. What about lights? Can we afford some lights? Like these kind of things are actually, these are not horrible. Kind of fits the vibe a little bit. These are pretty cheap. Torches seem like a bit of a fire hazard, which, I think maybe for story reasons, Frida might want to stay away from fire hazards. Yeah, you know what? These are not bad. Might just leave them in that wood pillar. I like when things are a little bit mismatched, just, can we put this here without move objects? Well, what about one of these guys? Just above, no, maybe there. Yeah, we got lights now. All right. Oh yeah, I also, yeah, I can't afford it anymore. It's 70. Ah, okay. I also like didn't want the spell book to be like immediately visible from the front of the lot because I feel like if people can see it, it's valuable and they'll take it. That's not like actually how anything works, but you know, for story reasons. Anyway, that's a slightly more complete house. I mean, house is a generous word. It's closer to being a house than it was before. And now we have a bookshelf. So, you love books. This is great. Still don't have like a kitchen or anything. Oh right, we're gonna plant. So let's see, we have toadstools and red valerian already. But we don't have mandrake. Or wolfsbane. So we could plant these. Have at least one of each. How are your fleas doing, Jinx? Oh. Maybe we'll brush Jinx some more. Because I think that maybe helped with the fleas. Oh, she's sleeping. I'm not gonna wake her up. Then I would go to jail. 1,000,000 years. It's extremely illegal to wake up a sleeping cat. And also, immoral. Alright. I mean, we're not thriving, but we're not struggling to survive. Like, we have all of our needs met. I think it would be cool if, our living space, if you can call it that, our living space was enclosed with 4 walls and had a door. That'd be neat. But you know, let's be realistic here. And I don't remember when our bills came, but we're probably gonna have to deal with those again. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get your fleas all over me. Jinx.
Oh.
Oh.
Aww. Aww.
That's how cats give hugs.
Aww.
Oh. That's sweet. That's how I feel when my cat rubs her face on me too. Okay, what if we brush her? Will that help with the fleas? It seemed like it helped. Like, it seemed like it decreased it by, like, a whole day. But, like, maybe it just actually wore off at that time. Because, like, the 2-day moodlet does go immediately into, like, the 24 hours moodlet. It just, I mean, I guess maybe she had the moodlet for a while before I noticed it. Yeah, okay, it didn't seem to help that time. But it did make her feel better about herself, so it wasn't a total waste of time. I guess I'm just waiting for it to wear off. I've got fleas! Yeah, so I can shower to get rid of the fleas. I mean, I bet if we had a bathtub, I could bathe her. But we don't. So... Dog. Okay, so what are we doing now? So you can actually get a lot of money from selling wildflowers, but that does kind of also feel a little bit like cheating. So maybe we could just use them for like decoration. Did she? Frida, I swear on my life. Can't leave her alone for 5 seconds without her ice blasting her own shower. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, jinx. Alright, what now? I'm just trying to look, sorry, I'm trying to look for like seeds or rocks or whatever. Oh, what's this? That's a bird. I don't think we need another pet right now. Last thing we need is more, what? Did you ice blast your Frida? Okay. Whatever, she's already destroyed the entire bathroom. Like, there's nothing more for her to break. I'm just not gonna fix it again until she actually needs it. Alright, here is a rock that we could own. This feels like an area where there should be like a lot of like spawn points, but there kind of aren't. What's this? Ladybugs? Sure. We can get some ladybugs. Can analyze this rock. Right now it says it's worth one thing. Oh, the bugs got away. So it's worth more. Yeah, alright, we can sell it. Maybe we could get enough by the end of the day to build some walls around the area we just built. I think that would be nice. Have some walls. I love how the trees suddenly get dark when you get near the house of somebody who's from Midnight Hollow. It's like they brought them with them or what? Here's a seed. Oh, it's mandrake seed. Well, whatever. We could sell it. Consign it at the elixir store or whatever. Because we don't really need to plant it. Like we already have one of those plants. I love The Sims 3. Like you could just wander out into the wilderness. The open world is so fun. Summer festival. I guess we could go back to the elixir consignment store. Consign a few more things. She doesn't have any more wants related to alchemy, so...
Robula chobi. Amba nisni. Tufaro. Never.
Lorsham. Wamita.
Not gonna force her to work on it just because we're here. Let's see, so... Oh. We can't... Oh, there it is. There's the seed. There we go. Alright, so we can consign the seed. I think that's it. We can maybe plant an apple, but then also, like, why? Like, why do we need to garden for apples when we can just conjure them out of thin air? Right, ladybug. Ooh. Fireflies. A crow? I want a crow? That's such a witchy thing to have. In the US it's illegal to own corvids. Which is a little bit sad because I really like them, but also they're just like really smart. So I don't know, maybe it's better to just treat them like a people. I don't know. I think I would love to have one if it was legal too. I just want to be friends with all of the crows. Is that so much to ask? I want the crow. Can I take it with me? I want it. Am I not good enough with animals to catch it? I want it. Okay, well, that's not working. Oh, and it's late. Let's head home. Eat an apple. Maybe we'll sleep in our sleeping bag if our dead uncle isn't in it. Right? The whole bathroom is broken. Well, that's future Frida's problem. Alright. Let's go to sleep. Maybe I'll call it there. I really can only be on for like 20 more minutes. So maybe I'll just head off now to be safe. But this was super fun. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably set a regular schedule for it. I'm not sure if it's necessarily going to be Fridays, but it could be Fridays. So if you'd like to come back and watch me play more of this Legacy Challenge, you know, check my schedule. I'll update it as soon as I know when I'm going to do it. I'll update my schedule. And on Monday, I'm gonna stream The Sims 2 like I usually do. So, come hang out for that if you wanna. We're playing in Strangetown. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if anybody else. Let's try and find someone to raid, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see, is anyone else playing? Oh, you know, Justin Wright is playing The Sims 3, and I don't know if they allow raids yet. They were considering it. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, then it's probably because they don't allow it, but, let's see. No, yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's see if anyone else is playing The Sims 3. Couple of people. Or is anybody playing The Sims 2? No. No one is playing The Sims 2. Alright, so I guess we just pick someone. yeah, let's raid Jacuzzi. I don't know anything about them, but playing The Sims 3, which is a fun game. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully can hang out with y'all again sometime. Bye.